YouTube, how are you doing? Welcome to my conservatory. I want to share with you how you can start garlic in the UK. So personally, I have always used supermarket starts. This is the first time I'm actually buying garlic seeds. So I've got two varieties. They're called hardneck. If you can look there, they're called hardneck garlic. Now, hardneck garlic is essentially a garlic. Sorry, let me open that and then I'll pull. Now, essentially, it's garlic that this bit here is hard. Can you see it's solid? Very hard. That's a hardneck garlic. Both of them are hardnecks. So I can't show you a different one. Actually, I can. Hold on 1 second. Right, I just realized I can. So this is a soft neck garlic and this is hard neck. This is from my own saved seeds. It's soft in the middle there. You see how flexible it is? Whereas this one is solid like a rock. So we're gonna start it now. What I found this year, first time ever, I found sparse germination with my shop bought one. So I'll show you. So I bought this from the shop just for eating and I decided to plant it. Now people are against doing this, but it's way cheaper because as you can see, £4 for one single bulb. And this one, all of it cost about £4 and that's more than one bulb, about 4 bulbs. Now I haven't had every single one germinate. So, but they are beginning to sprout. But what I'm trying to share with you is how to start it. So look, some of them have got really good roots. If I can pull one out. So look at that root structure. It's ready to actually plant out. Whereas some haven't germinated. And this is the first time I'm experiencing that. Although some are taking their time to come up. So you can actually absolutely do this if budget is a problem. But I decided after I've been convinced or persuaded by social media to buy garlic seeds, which I'm not very keen on. Actually, they are germinating. They're taking their time to germinate so you can grow them. But I want more garlic and we've been affected by something called garlic rust in my plot and even a little bit at home. So I decided I want to have as much garlic as I can because the garlic rust slows them down and you have smaller bulbs than you would normally have. So see how huge this bulb is that I bought. And this is the one I've saved. My garlic bulbs were not too big this year. So how you start? Now, when you're storing garlic for planting, leave as much roots as you can. Apparently it makes a difference. But it shouldn't be too bad. You can still grow these perfectly fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel. Now, there's no fancy way to peel it. But just try not to... Let me break one up. Try not to damage the tip. That's the word. Oh, this looks funny in there. Looks like it's... Okay, it's fine. Looks a bit brown. Try not to damage the tip. And try and select the bigger bulbs to give you bigger garlic, essentially. So I'm going to go with a small one just to break in. I haven't seen anyone. I've got 2 people on the live. Hello, thank you for joining me. You can leave a comment if you've got any garlic questions. I'm just sharing how I start garlic in the UK. Because most people have wet outdoors. So it's difficult to start them outdoors and overwinter. I normally would transplant mine probably in November and it'll be fine. But I start it indoors because it just gives it a head start. So I've taken the first couple of cloves there from the bulb. So now you go ahead and separate. Try not to see what I've done there. I snapped a lot of the roots. You see that bit there? Try not to do that. So we'll caption this, what not to do when starting garlic. Because if you did that, you end up damaging where the roots should start. It's a bit hard. This one is breaking a lot. I have to be very careful. So yeah, this is what you want. You don't want any damage there. Can you see? Whereas look what I've got there. I've got 2 snapped with garlic flesh. We don't want that. So once you've gotten that broken, just go ahead. I've got simple compost in here. I'm using a frog. Like this is nice and easy because it's got enough depth for roots. So if I want to leave this here over winter, it'll be fine. Or If you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and put it in a tiny cells like this. I'll show you what one of the, that's how shallow it is. This is about twice the depth of this. And you can plant this out when they have enough roots, a bit of roots there, but we can have more roots and then we can put it out. Or I'm just going to show you what I did earlier, like they do. So this is ones that have been here for about a month. And as you can see, I can't even pull one out. It's quite deep. But essentially, when I need to plant it out, I'm just going to separate it and there won't be a problem. And I'll make holes in the ground and plant it. Or you can leave this like this over winter because there's enough soil here to feed this plant through the winter where it's growing quite slowly. So that's something you can do. I just like using this. So let's go ahead and plant our garlic. So I'm going to wet the compost. You want it quite moist. And yeah, thank you for joining. Let me know where you're watching from. I don't always do lives. I should do more, but life is always like sometimes just to plan it. But I just thought I'm planting. I might as well invite my friends on YouTube and let you see how you can actually start some things in the winter. So garlic, onions, and broad beans are things you can actually start over winter. So you go ahead. It's just moistened, soaked with water, and I'm gonna start by just placing this bit into the soil. That's it. It's as easy as that. So we just separate more of these. I'm just gonna be careful so I don't break the root structure, because that's what I've done there already. And this is why I don't like buying garlic seeds, because look, I haven't got up to 10 little cloves and it's £4, whereas I could buy 3 times that for less. And there are a few tiny ones that I wouldn't necessarily want to grow for bulbs, but you can still grow them. These tiny ones, you can still use them as seed garlic, or no, as what's it called, green garlic, I beg your pardon. So see how tiny they are and see how big this one is in comparison. This is like 3 times. So this is fine for green garlic. I'll just put them in cluster in a corner. And I know that when I plant them, I'll plant them where I don't need to space them too much, but I know they're growing to be used as green garlic. And green garlic is really delicious, by the way. If you've never tried, basically you're eating garlic before the bulb splits. And you can even eat these green parts like you eat green onions. It's so delicious, so refreshing, and something you should try. Now, some of the garlic have got, let me show you this one. Let's see. So this one is rotten. I just had to peel. I wouldn't plant that because there's a chance of a fungus spreading that way. So I'm gonna just go ahead and, oopsie, I dropped one. Plant the lot. And once I'm done, I just leave it in the conservatory. In the UK is light enough and it's not so cold. Some people can leave this outdoors as well. That's fine. And in a couple of weeks, you have roots forming, and afterwards you have your top bit. The roots form way earlier. Now look at this one that split earlier. I would be hesitant to plant that because, let me show you, these things are tricky today, because the thing is snapped there. It wouldn't grow. You need something that's got a bit of hardness over there, so the roots or the crown, I don't know what that's called. Let me know if you know what that's called. That bit needs to be intact for you to have decent harvest. See guys, I've only got how many here now from planting a 4-pound garlic bulb. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 cloves. That's 11 garlic. Obviously I'll probably end up with 11 times 11 or 10. That's not bad, but I want to plant about 100 garlic bulbs or 150. I've already planted 100, so I was aiming to make 150. So this variety is called Cassasoni White Hardneck. I like hardneck garlic because it produces a scape, which is like a nice little flower that you can enjoy, but not necessarily fussed about buying the seed garlic this amount. So this is another one, and what is this one called? Kingsland White, okay? So we're going to plant this one as well. You have directions. If you've never grown it, you have directions from the manufacturer, but I'm not really, but it's a UK bulb. So this is also a big one, hard neck. So you can actually just open there. That's easier to open, and split it, ensuring you leave the bottom, okay, where you have the roots starting from. So split like so, and that's perfect to plant. So I'm just going to go ahead and plant the rest. Thank you guys for joining. If you've got any garlic questions, let me know. Hit me a question in the comment section. The most important thing to note is, even if you buy seed ones and they have damage, they've got disease, they're rotting, don't plant those, okay? Just avoid that, because you want to reduce the incidence of a disease. Now look, I didn't even look at that one. That one is also rotted. Look at this. Look at that. So I've got about 3 or 4 wasted already. That's why I use my seeds. So if you can't save your own seeds, and this year I'm going to be very intentional about getting my own garlic seeds, trying to save the biggest ones. Hopefully I don't have a trouble with rust, which is what we had last year, which really affected a lot of the harvest. Any remedies for rust, organic garlic remedies for rust, kindly let me know if you have any. And yeah, once again, thank you for watching. Until next time, I hope to see you in another video. So that's what you'll get in about a month, and then we can plan this out. I'll see if I can get one out to show you what the roots will be like. The roots are quite formed at this stage. Really, I'm trying to pull one out. You won't believe it. That is root, and we don't have any top. That is the roots from one already. Amazing, right? Anyway, let me go ahead and finish up here. Bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Did you see what I was trying to show you? How don't worry if you don't see any top growth. You have a lot of roots starting your garlic, and that's fine. And after a few weeks, you end up with a few sprouts at the top, and you have garlic. And you can do this in little planters like this, or you can plant this directly outdoors. In the UK, in the overwinter, I like doing it this way because I end up with a stronger plant that will withstand the winter better than if I just put it out there. That's why I'm starting it indoors. Anyway, leave any questions, any comments, and until next time, see you. I don't want to make this too long. Bye.